I did it. I started the Facebook group Hand in Hand with a Black Man. My best friend Hilton said, "Do I really have to touch a black man's hand?" Secret message. No, the joke is actually, well, he's touching more black man's hands than mine hands are. But that's a story for another time. Um, secretly, you know, when I flew to Dublin, Ireland, South African Airways put me next to a Muslim man, colored Muslim man from South Africa, from my area. Um, and it was in 2003 when they hadn't toppled Saddam Hussein yet. So, you know how everybody's on edge with a Muslim man. They put me next to the Muslim man. Actually, we became good friends. I'll call him R. And on our first day of work, we're walking up the hill and sweating, and I don't know why it always comes down to sex with men and their minds. But they asked me, "So you've had sex with every different color, every different race?" And then I thought, why is he asking the question? And about, is that a thing? And I suppose it is, especially in Ireland when we realized there, because I was there with quite a few people of color, and they're exotic. That's the best way to put it. Van Morrison is Irish, and he spoke about he sang about my brown-eyed girl. Sha la 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 da. He wanted to sing my brown skin girl, but in those days it was not allowed. So yeah, even Japanese. I once had a date with the financial director of Burberry from Tokyo. So even Japanese, darling. But this is not a sex channel. This is about normal reality. And I'm sick and tired of everybody coming down on us and saying, "You're racist." And it took me a long time to accept that I look like a racist, I smell like a racist, I dress like a racist, I act like a racist, I must be a racist. There's nothing I can do about it. Only accept that I'm a racist. It's like accepting you're an alcoholic. It's the first step. Admitting it. So I've now admitted I'm a racist, and I'm working it. And I don't have to show everybody, but I did. As a young kid, I used the K word. Even the last 17 years, I did in Ireland. Well, you see, black people will use the K word and the N word with each other, and then gay people will think they can also use that, but it becomes a bit grey, murky water there. So you rather not trade in it, because it's really serious. It wasn't my house or my dad's house, my guardian's house, but we stayed in this mansion. And when the gardener who ran the entire property, older than my father, his name was Petrus, if he came into the house, he would always have a hat on, like a lazy boy, poor boy hat, what? And he'd throw it, it would scatter on the floor to the corner of the room. Out of respect, not look at you in your eyes, out of respect. They used to say no to their culture, not to look at you in your eyes, and it's not their culture. It's because they've been beaten so much that they weren't sure if they could look into your eyes. Do you understand that? So, for me to be called a racist is nothing. What's expected is for me to throw my hat down on the floor and show some respect. That's that. You're scared of vaccine. You think it's a mark of the beast, 666. Well, I tell you what, there's something else you can already not do without this thing. In life, in this world, you can't do anything without it. And it is a mark. It's a physical mark you put on yourself every day when you go out. This mark is a mask. And you adhere to it already. Already. I will not go out without a mask, but I don't have to sit at, I can sit at home. I work from home. I don't have to wear the mask all the time. But if you run in a shop, I've got a friend, she's running the shop, she has to wear the mask the entire time. If you're behind the till, if you're working, if you got to wear your mask, it's ridiculous. They're taking your oxygen away. That's why when you don't have your mask, do your breathing exercises, fill your body, not just your lungs, your body with oxygen. It was Batman, hey? With a mask. The beast. Look at that, man. That's the beast. That's the enemy. Remember on Batman? With what's his name? The guy that also killed himself. He was the clown. And then, you know, we had all these riots in America last year that was exactly like the clown from Batman again. You can predict the future if you speak good, if you think good, because it's in your genes. This genetics of Petrus throwing his hat down on the floor, his sons and grandsons got it in their blood still. But their sons and grandsons are not going to have that in their blood. They won't have that knowledge. That knowledge of that action is remembered in each cell of your body, even the sperm cell. And that's how it's handed down, this racism, this humility, either or. So if we don't start now with positive rhetoric, it's the great-grandchildren that are not going to know what it was like to be controlled and ruled by another class or color person. I thank you for watching. I think this is far too long for today. And remember to excel.